everyone. So we are today here to explain about the what was our curriculum and what was the time duration and data science, what was the boom in the market and how the things are going on. So today I came up with a live project. So in this live project, we will discuss about exactly the world level problems, how we can solve with the machine learning. It's like simple and crystal clear. We will talk about it. So the main aim of this this live to make everyone machine learning is not like something you can't even imagine. So everybody can do it, even the person who can have at least a little bit of thinking knowledge or thinking power, they can also do it. Okay, so now I will make you understand without further late. So we will jump into the session, and after that we will come one by one with the curriculum details and how we are going to deal this program and all. I will explain that. So now today I came up with a one problem. So that problem is general problem. So I hope everybody is knowing about carbon emissions and all, right? So carbon emissions, everybody, even kid is knows about it. Carbon emission. Our project circulating about that only. So we are in a developing country, India, obviously. So how many carbon emissions we are generating? We are not bothering. But if you sit in a Delhi like city, imagine that they are the most and suffering people of that city in winter season. Why? Too much of carbon emissions and they can't even breathe. Imagine that after certain point of time in India, every city will be like that only. That time we all will bother. Okay, yeah, today I might be happy because I am not in Delhi, or someone else will be happy. So world already developed world is facing too much of carbon emissions. That's why we want to reduce that carbon emissions. How? So now we have to scale them. Scale them means we have to measure first and then we can do all the exercise, rest of the things later. So how we calculated based upon the carbon emissions and the live of that project and like Streamlit. So you can also see that first we will go to the reverse manner. Okay. So here is the things. Okay, so what are the things I'm going to explain? I have a clear agenda here. So predicting the carbon emissions from the aircraft operations. I selected the aircrafts. Why? Because see, the traveling of the aircrafts will be in the sky, so they will pollute more actually coming to the ground level. So that's why. So next time we will come up with the transport. Don't worry about it. So here, so we will go very simple objectives. We want to product build a predictive model to estimate the carbon emissions using the aircraft operational data. Okay, so I have some data, so aircraft operational data. So based upon that, we want to do the data driven insights, how to do that, how to reduce them. So what can I, so people have a lot of assumptions. If I ask you in the live who are watching, if I ask that what you can say, that how can I reduce the carbon emissions? Okay, so can I see any answers here? So anybody can say answer, please. So somebody having the some answer as well. So they might have different assumptions, right? So they are saying that carbon emissions, you can stop using the vehicles as well. So but without using the vehicle, how can we go? Without using the aircraft, how can you go to America or some other countries? So we have to move on. Like business has to develop means we have to move from one place to other place. That is what. But in even in that also we have invented some EVs, these kind of things. So we will see all of them sustainable solutions in the coming coming forward. So now, so here business challenge. What exactly the industry was facing? Aviation industry is under pressure, so to reduce the price, whatever the reduce emissions per flight. So rising fuel cost and regulatory penalties for higher carbon output. There are the countries. If I am not wrong, you can also correct me in the chat. So what was that country? Paris or France? The capital was France. So France having the strict rules about the carbon emissions. If you are, they have some measurements. Like if you the 1 ton of carbon emissions your flight is emitting, so you have to pay for it, a tax. Okay, so that kind of country is also there. So even next coming decade, India can implement it. That time, Indian Airlines also will be like, most bothering features. So there are the other countries also trying to copy this model. So now we have like, we have the solution for that. So you might imagine that the solution is whether implementable or not. So for your information, I am telling that some companies, I don't want to name them, but they implemented it actually. That was works well. So now we will see. So I have taken a data of the 1 lakh records and as well as the features also there. Features means nothing but fuel consumption, flight duration, altitude, speed, etc. So target variable carbon emissions here because we want to predict about the carbon emissions only, right? So missing values are there, outliers are there, alage correlated features also there. So we have data pre-processing now, handling missing values. So if I ask so many things, so many people have the so many solutions, sir, this way, that way, like that. So handling missing values is the biggest challenge in today's data because so there will be a, when you are collecting the data, data is not in the structured format. You have to be clean it up. So detect and treat outliers using the z-score and IQR methods. Again, where to use the z-score, where to use the IQR methods, we will discuss it in the conceptual manner later. For now, we are focusing on the project. So how we performed. These are the methods I implemented here. So coming back to the exploratory data analysis, like univariant analysis means when you are taken one variable, how to analyze it. Histograms, KDs, box plots. You might surprise there are a lot of plots in the statistics. So where to use which one? So then if you want that kind of analysis, we will also go through the code and I will give you some more clarity in that. So bivariant analysis, multivariant analysis, and statistical tests as well. There are the Pearson correlation test, Spearman test, t-test, chi-square test. Oh, what not? Lot of tests are there. How to pass this statistics? So I think in the previous the lectures also, one of my student asked me that, sir, there are the 25 tests are there, sir. Where to implement which test and like how to get onto the, sir, I was confused too much like that. So then I told him the test means it is for meaningful observations. So statistical test means there is no fixed one you have to perform this test. So your understanding, for example, if you do the test, if you got the result, if you are able to understand, then business people can able to understand it. So that's how you need to get the maturity of the doing the statistical tests. QQ plots and feature engineering. The word itself called feature engineering created a lot of buzz now. uh, there are the couple of situations. Even I was like, feature engineering, what is that? There are a lot of branches in engineering, but I never seen the feature engineering. So you might surprise that, but feature engineering is, feature means nothing but whatever the columns you are taking here. So that columns you are doing the analysis, that is called engineering. So then I got to know what is the real meaning of the engineering here. Okay, so there are the concepts involved here, multi-collinearity, how we handle all the things we will talk in the data. Don't worry about it. So coming to the modeling workflow. So modeling workflow means what are the models we have implemented and how they works, why you are choosing that models only, and which model given the best results. This kind of information we will discuss completely, and the training tests, how you splitted 80-20 formula, so how you applied the remaining things. These things we will see. So there are the random forest and XGBoost and evaluate using the R square, MAE, RMSE, residual plots. This kind of information I can say that this is not a basic things, but it must be in the foundational values of the machine learning. Okay, so model tuning and optimization. So maybe some people thinking that oh, I build the model, my model is working well, but you have to prove that your model is the greatest one compared to all the weak ones. Okay, for that you need to do the cross validation. Use grid sets for hyperparameter tuning, apply k-fold cross validation, extract feature importances from tree-based models, like optimize performance and generalization. These kind of concepts also, conceptual knowledge very important. If I am telling that, for example, k-fold cross validation, simple example. Already I tested my model with the 80-20 rule. 80-20 means you might confuse. Split the data into the training and testing. Testing is 20 and training is 80. So then when you come to the k-fold cross validation, you will change this formula 70-30, 60-40. This kind of formulas you will apply. Okay, so this is one thing. So recommendations for the emissions reduction. After all, doing the project, what is your objective? So you have to tell that how you are applying the things and all, right? So one second. So I will discuss about the deployment strategy as well. Okay. Okay, what are the deployment strategies and all we will discuss. Okay, so don't worry about it. So this is all about the whatever the project we are going to do. So now I will share my screen and I will showcase you, like walk through you step by step how we are doing it. Okay, till now you heard it properly, I guess. Okay, if you are not hearing well also, don't worry about it. Now follow the code whatever I am sharing with you. Please follow it step by step. Okay, I hope so you can see my page. So can anyone confirm in the chat, please? Since some people in the live chat they are using I am saying hi to them. Hi all. So I hope if anyone watching, please reply me as well. So can you see the screen? Can you see the coding page and all? Can you say hi to me, guys? Okay, I'm waiting for the response. If anyone, I think somebody is typing. Okay, okay, so that's fine. Yep. Yeah, so already my screen is visible. Hopefully, we are jumping into the project and how project. So till now, I explained you like smoothly. So I will showcase you the things how we are taking the data and all. So this is what the problem. The objective of this project is to build a predictive machine learning model that estimate the carbon emissions of the flight based on the range of the aircraft flight and the environmental features. There are a lot of factors are there. So data set description also I have given. So flight operations, aircraft specifications, environmental conditions, performance metrics, emissions indicator, all the things. This is the heart of the project, I can say that. What is that? Project flow. So how project will start and how project will end. Any project, you can say, take any project, there will be a standard formulas, right? That will be like this. Data ingestion, data exploration, profiling, and exploratory data analysis, feature engineering, model preparation, model evaluation, conclusion, and recommendations. These are the things you should always keep in the mind if you are practicing something in the machine learning. Okay, so next, the first step is data ingestion. So here you can also see that how I am loading the data. So loading the data means nothing but, so when you are, so there are a lot of methods to load the data. For example, some people, vastly people will use pandas because pandas is the library. It is useful for to read the data and give the more flexibility and comfort to understand the data as well. And that to know, it is very easy, I can say that. So very easy means in the sense people will they can understand it very well. So if you see on the screen, there is a import pandas as pd and df.head. Simply I used one command and I can see all the data. So if you understood the data, flight duration, distance, fuel consumption, altitude, speed, aircraft, there are a lot of parameters. I don't want to stretch too much on that because so these all are the environmental factors of the when flight is running. If you have thinking of okay, if your flight want to run on the sky, what all the things you need, that's all. Okay. So now I'm going to the basic information. That was the data set shape, how we found out and all. So these data types, there is the data types as well, and the missing values per column. What are the missing values and how many missing values are there in the column? So see these things I'm just moving like that. Why? Because everybody is aware of these things. I don't need to too much complicated about these things and all. Basic information I can say that if you know a little bit of Python, so you can able to understand these things. Okay. So now exploratory data analysis, EDA part. EDA part also very I can say that for example, if anyone don't know that EDA part means exploratory data analysis means trying to understand the data in a crystal clear manner. That is what EDA means. Okay. With my experience, I'm saying that EDA means once upon a time I used to have a fear. Why, over a lot of graphs will be there. What is this graphs? Lot of analysis will be there. I was like, if anyone given EDA means, yeah, today I died. So, but today I'm at this point of time after all gaining the experience. EDA is like, for me, key, you can say that. So these kind of things you need to very flexible. That's not what is the shape of the data, how many columns are there, where is the missing values are there, where is the outliers are there. This kind of information you can grab it on your fingertips. That's how you need to remember. So now our hero of the project, carbon emissions. So carbon emissions, what are the carbon emissions, and how to analyze this carbon emissions? You can see I written a code in a one stretch. Why? Because what is there to analyze? So just a dot describe is the describing, finding out the median mode, and trying to write the plot as well. So if I like plt dot figure, plt sns dot hist plot, title, x label, y label. If I remember these things in my mind, so I don't need to bother. So I can write clearly the steps. Okay. So these steps will give me okay, even in the sleep also, if my manager asked me, if someone asked me, if a student asked me, write a graph, draw a graph, plt dot figure first one, next one, here sns dot hist plot, and the plt dot title, because title I given x label, y label, like that I can remember. That's all. So don't get fear about that. Oh, how to write this whole code. This is normal English. I hope you everybody is aware of that today. So everybody is they have the that kind of understanding now. Okay, and there are the concepts called skewness and kurtosis. I can also show you that one graph. So this is the graph. I hope you can also follow with me. Are you able to following? Yes, I think so. Just let me check once. Yes. So you are also able to following me. Yeah. Okay. So one graph I am showing you in the screen. So that was the distribution of the carbon emissions. Okay. I hope you can able to see that. Yes, perfectly. So distribution of the carbon emissions means, so here you can see this graph is almost all normal distribution. How can I say that? Because if anything you can perfectly divide into the two things, that is normal distribution. I can say more specific example and layman example. You go to the temple, right? Or you break the nariyal, that coconut. So what will happen if it is broken two parts? So people says that you know how to handle the nariyal. Otherwise, some people says that you don't know, because the new or freshers, they don't know how to break it. So exactly two parts are coming means that's called a symmetric. Okay. So I used to remember like that. Don't worry about it. So here you can see some more plot also. So there was a box plot. Okay. So box plot was also face lot of importance. Basically, box plot will be useful for understanding about the uh, box plot of the carbon emissions will be useful for how the data external effects outliers, I can say. There are how many outliers are there. Okay. Okay. Inference from the skewness and kurtosis as well. So how to interpret the skewness and how to interpret the kurtosis, these things you need to remember. So the kurtosis value is 0.02 is very close to 0, suggesting that distribution is close to normal. Okay, there are the missing values. So if I play that missing values, so missing values means how many missing values are there. So for example, missing values means if I taken a whole data, there might be some dots will be there. Dots means how many values I am missing that. Okay. So here you can see that missing counts means like how many out of some, for example, 1 lakh values are there. In the 1 lakh, I might have the 90 values or 100 values will be missing. You can see that clear percentage here. So there is a missing data count and percentage per. So this is the missing person count and the percentage. Okay. Yes. So hopefully, so there any delay in the live? No, no, perfectly visible. Okay, even visualization graphs also I have drawn. So these are the exercises you need to handle. Okay, and coming to the other things, correlation analysis. See this beautiful graph. Not that one. I think the graph is slowly coming for you. So correlation is also very important. Before graph is visualizing to you, I can also tell you about the what is correlation. So correlation features with the carbon emissions. What is the correlation? Correlation means it's a relation between the uh, one variable to other variable is called a correlation. So here top correlated features with the carbon emissions. Our exercise is they given a 50 features. I can't take all the 50 features. I need to do some exercise. That exercise, like to eliminate something and to fit the some values. So that things only these top correlated features with the carbon emissions. Okay. Yes. Don't worry about the code. See, code part is very easy. See, here there is a matrix called correlation matrix. So we are getting that out of it correlation matrix and we are taking only top 10 values. Okay. There is a VIF method. VIF means variable inflation factor. So variable inflation factor means it's like what are the values. See, for example, simple example I will tell you. Carbon emissions having the equal relationship with the aircraft weight, equal relationship with the consumed liters. If I want to find out which one is very important, then I will go for this method VIF, variable inflation factor, to find out that high multicollinearity. When I want to eliminate one feature, that time which one I can eliminate. This kind of understanding comes here. So all these things are fine. Univariant analysis means analyzing one variable top to bottom. How? Top to bottom means what? Drawing the graph of that, hist plot, KD plots, box plots. You can see here, single shot, I have drawn all the graphs. So I will just make you a pause here so that you will see these beautiful graphs actually. So what are the things I have drawn? So you can see on the code also hist plot. So SNS dot hist plot and after that KD plot and after that box plot. These are the things I have drawn very clearly. So you can see that. Okay. So this graph shows that you have a credible knowledge of the statistics, right? Why statistics? To find out the patterns, right? So that's how. So now I will go to the say because same information that skewed features. Next, yes, I'm applying the log transformation to, see when to apply the log transformation, that you need to find out first. So when the graph is not perfectly symmetrical, you have to do it the log transformation, then only you can find out that so the values are coming into the normal distribution. That's all. Okay. So these are the QQ plots. See, QQ plot of the carbon emissions is a perfectly aligning with the sample quantiles with the theoretical quantiles. Can you see this one? So if everybody are able to see and confirm that, then I can move on. Just a second, I will see some comments are there. Okay, very nice. Okay. Yes, you can also see that there is a QQ plot. It's perfectly aligning with the red line. Red line is the theoretical emissions and the blue dots are the whatever the data we have. Okay. Yes. Now, Pearson correlation test. What is the Pearson correlation test? Why basically these all tests are there? Because to make understanding about the every feature is important or not. That is what the simple answer for that. Okay, so here you can see t-test. There is a multivariant analysis. I have done lot of graphs. Why? Because to get better understanding about the each and every feature. Okay, now coming to the principal component analysis. What is PCA? Principal component analysis. So these exercise will be done for to reduce the dimensionality of the data. For example, if your data is in the 3D format, you can reduce it to the 2D format. You can reduce it to the 1D format. That why? Because it is very simple to calculate the 2D or 1D format because we know X and Y. but some people knows X, Y, Z as well. But the calculation is bit difficult in the X, Y, Z. But more than that, it is impossible because we don't have that measurement now. But practically speaking, X, Y is a very easy to calculate. Okay, so this is the graph you are watching on the screen. That will be like, the reduction of the dimensionality, and after that calculating with respect to the carbon emissions, how it is showing that. Okay, so the relation basically carbon emissions with respect to the selected features. Already you selected the features while doing the correlation, while doing the exercises like, the VIF. So you have selected some features. So out of it, you want to give like, so which one is the best and best, the best features, you can say that. Okay. Yes. So here are also one more exercise we have, outliers. Outliers means where is the outliers, how it is going on. If you draw the box plot in the top, you see that some values are going here and there. How to remove them? So there is a method called IQR. You can also see. So the IQR method is very important to eliminate the outliers. So here you can see or detect the outliers. After that, after detecting, what you will do. So I think I will keep a hold on it so that everybody will sync here. I think, yeah, very good. Somebody commented that they can see the screen as well. So I'm showing the formula of the outlier. I hope you follow that. So you can also see the code, right? I selected the code now. Just now I selected some code and all. So you can also see the DF carbon emissions less than Q1 minus 1.5 into IQR DF carbon emissions greater than Q3 plus 1.5 into IQR. You might surprise that, sir, what is this formula? So just if you understand it, you have a box plot. Already you saw that. In that box plot, there is the two extensions like this. So like this means they elongated extensions. If you drag them, if you drag them, that formula will come. Drag means it's like, if the like two children will come and they will take the same box into the two sides, what will happen? It will bulge. Same thing will happen in the so outliers also. Yep. Okay, there are a lot of methods. Don't forget that. I might tell the IQR, somebody will use the Z-score also. That is also important. Z-score also useful for the removal of the outlier. So after that, there is a model preparation. So model preparation means after all you are doing EDA, all these things and all. So what you will do, you will split the data into the train test split. So that's how it will work on 80-20 formula. X train X test, Y train Y test, train test split. X comma Y test size equal to 0.2, random state equal to 42. Okay, so training size and test size you need to remember. Okay, so this is the training size and testing size. That means I am telling that clearly. Oh, okay, I have this much of data. Out of it, I am taking this one. I am taking this much. So for example, 1 lakh is there. 80,000 I am taking as a training. Testing I will take 20,000 because test size will be very less. Why? Because if you take in that much test means test size will itself will take the so much of time, and it is waste of effort also. You can see there is a word I highlighted here. So test size equal to 0.2. I hope you can able to see that. Okay, I'm waiting for your response. Are you able to follow that? Yes, right? Okay, okay. I can able to see your comments as well. Very good, very good. So here this is the thing you can able to see. Okay, right. So I have created that, and after that I have implemented the linear regression. So this is the linear regression code. See, you might surprise that. So if somebody is shifting domain from there to here, for example, testing to here, you don't need to worry about these codes. See, these are the regular codes, everybody will use it. For example, linear regression, LR equal to linear regression. After that, LR dot fit. So X train, Y train. That's all. So you know the linear regression, but here the problem comes with the analysis part, not like, preparing part. So you should be aware of that. Okay. So XGBoost also I here used. I have finally found out that which model is the giving the greatest results and all. Okay. So I can see that there is a values coming here. I have inferred that this is how hard score is coming on all. So there is a 95 percentage of the or 98.55 percentage of the variance in the carbon emissions is a very strong fit of the linear regression. So basically I am telling that linear regression gives the good accuracy. Here in this project, I am specifically talking about that. So you can also see on the screen. I hope that was thing I highlighted here. You can also see that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so sir said, okay, this much of accuracy I got it, but how to evaluate it? So there must be some evaluation methods also, right? So there are the metrics. Remember that regression metrics are different, as well as you have the things called what is that classification metrics are different. There are the two things, regression, classification. Regression means it should be in your mind R square, RMSE, MAE, these kind of things. Okay, and this side, if you see classification means you should remember that uh, like confusion metrics, this kind of accuracy, precision, these things you have to remember. Okay. Yes. Okay. Now you might surprise that all the coding part, okay, whatever you follow till now, I will keep everything into the one web page. How? How can I do that? Simple. So you can also see that magic in your like in your screen how it will happen and all. So simple. What I did, I have created something else. So this is what I selected only top 5 features. How it I installed the Streamlit. So if you heard it newly or if not, you can hear now. Streamlit is a web app. So you are creating the ready-made app in your web page itself. That is what a Streamlit actually. So what I am doing, I am just installing that Streamlit. So you can see that pip install Streamlit, and I have wrote a simple PKL files. That was the joblib.load. There is a top 5 features I have taken, and then stage is ready for the set app interface enhancements I used. So there is a background URL and as well as background size also I have given. You might surprise that any HTML page will follow the same things. You can copy from anywhere and you can edit it also. You don't need to specifically know about the HTML. So this is the just 3-4 lines you will use from the HTML. That's all. So then you will keep a title and you will declare all the things where to for example, fuel, weight, duration, speed. So this is how the data also you have given some sample data, and after that prediction visualizations. You can see this is how you need to think about it. So after that I have connected. You can see that I use some authentication tokens and all. So why I'm rushing there? So there is the web page created. So you can also see in my folder, so I can say I can show you. So can you able to see? I hope you can. Okay. Finally, there is a link is there. I'm clicking on it. You can also see. Okay. Okay. 1 second. Okay. I clicked on it. Can you please confirm that? Can you able to see web page? So in the live. So can you please tell me? Can you able to see that web page? Whatever the exercise you have done till here, this is the carbon emissions predictor web page. So this is called Streamlit. So Streamlit have done something miracles because somebody can't able to understand the code. What is this guy is doing? They might confuse because the people doesn't know the machine learning. Maybe they will get onto some basics and all. So hopefully you can see the web page whatever the result we got, right? So this is what the analysis we have done. So for example, fuel consumption this much and the aircraft weight and flight duration and speed, altitude. So if the flight is running like this, so if the expected carbon emissions is 13,830.26 tons. Okay. So trend analysis, the fuel consumption is reducing like this. You can see. So if carbon emissions trend, fuel consumption reducing means carbon emissions also will come down. That is common sense. If you are spending more fuel, you will have more carbon emissions. If you are spending less fuel, you will have a less carbon emissions. That's all, right? So you can see the two graphs and compare that. Okay. So this is how we learn. Yes, thank you, thank you. Revenue impact of the carbon emissions. See, what is our whole story circled around is we are thinking about how to reduce the carbon emissions. Why? Because there is a money. If you reduce the carbon emissions, you can save your money. That is what the business perspective one businessman can think about it, right? So this is how revenue impact. If you on carbon emissions means, so if you reduce the carbon emissions, so obviously the carbon emissions are less. So you can see that the maps also varying. So estimated cost of reduction is if you reduce the carbon emissions by this much, you can reduce this much of dollars as well. So estimated cost to reduce the by 13,830.26 tons, almost all you can reduce that 69,000, not no 6,91,512.80 dollar. Oh, this is too much money, right? So this much the businessman can save. So this is what the observations I wrote: optimize the fuel consumption and reduce the aircraft weight, improve the engine efficiency, explore the sustainable aviation fuels. This is how I can tell you. Okay. So this is what the final things we have spoke about this project. Okay. So we have seen so far. So this is how we have created the whole problem and their solutions as well. So if you want to see this kind of things in your in your life, if you want to solve the real world problems, you can also join with us so that we can also tell you how to work on the things and all. So machine learning and using the some live apps, even the Power BI also will be there. Power BI also you can see lot of visualizations. There are a lot of things. Okay, so nothing to work think about the coding difficulties and all. So you don't worry about it. Okay. So I want to say you something important as well. So can you able to see my screen once? I am showing you another page. Okay. I will give you a 1 second pause so that you can also see, right? Yes. Can you able to see? Can you confirm that? Okay. So we have a team, Snapskill team. So Snapskill team designed beautiful curriculum for the working professionals as well as the students for the weekend data science course. Okay, can everybody confirm in the chat so that I can also feel happy? So before going through that step by step, 1 second, let me check the chart as well. Okay, yeah, thank you. And see here we designed the curriculum for the 4 months. So 4 months means every Saturday and Sunday you will have the classes. So based upon that you can get a lot of information and we can complete that curriculum. In this curriculum, what all the things we are going to cover? So Python is there, obviously. Python is the foundational things. After that you have EDA is there, descriptive statistics is there. So there are a lot of visualization things also there. Streamlit is there and machine learning is there. So there is an advancement in the machine learning also we used to discuss. Okay, Power BI is there, visualization tool. You can go through this web page because after we will post you in the chat as well so that you can go through this page. Uh, you can get onto it just snapskill.in. That's all. You can go there and you can check all the details and you will get it. So the first thing is why we need to learn the data science. So you can see lot of articles we have gathered. So it's not about the someone is telling that someone is forcing you to ask or someone is doing that. There is a lot of pressures will be there, right? At home also do something. No, choose wisely and do it optimum way. So then only your career will be beautiful. See, so the career setting is very, very important. Then the foundation should be strong, then only your career will be good. So here what we are focusing, that we are focusing international articles as well, how they are telling that what is the future of the job market, how it is possible. So you can read all the articles. It's not articles created by someone else. It's popular web pages or popular news channels, they created it, right? So weekend data transformation for working professionals, you can also see that 3 hours per day, 4 months, no income loss, no career gap, no risk. So transform without leaving your job. So every day, whatever the job you are doing, you can also do that. And Saturday, Sunday, spend here. That's all. So if you want to inquire, you can also see here. So every batch have the 20 professionals only. It's so we want to keep minimum students so that everybody, we should address everybody's concern and personalized information, one-on-one discussions we can have that. Even everybody can ask the questions, everybody can interact in the class. If 50 members are there, your term might not come, right? That's possibility, right? So real projects we are handling, the real results. I don't need to tell you that because we showed you real project itself, right? That's how. So this is 4 month weekend curriculum also. you have here what are the things we are going to explain. Python foundation and data manipulation. The inside parts also you can read data analysis and visualization, statistical insights and testing, and machine learning and capstone project. You can keep this project in your resume as well. You can see here myself, Naresh Babu. So, and other mentors also there with me. Like you can also read about them. So, what they are working on all. So, we all work in the topmost companies and we are building the AI solutions now. So, you can ask anyone doubts and you can acquire the knowledge from us. So, okay. So, here you can see lot of numbers, how people got previously, like the trained people from us. So that you can see their numbers as well. You don't need to surprised by that numbers. So there are a lot of people are there because I think they mentioned very few people here. So here you can see the success stories of these some people as well. These people did hard work and they settled in their career very well. I can say that. That much I can say that. Okay. So this is how the course will went on. And so this is very limited seats are available so that you can also book your seats and you will get discount as well, right? So early bird fee is there until I think tomorrow only they kept it. So actually it was 25,000. The course regular price is 35,000. It's like 10,000 reduction. I think you can grab it. So if anyone have a real interest of doing the data science course, they can grab it very quickly. So if you want to talk to us, you can also fill this form. You can submit it. It will directly redirect us so that we can talk. And if you have any concerns, we will discuss that. Okay. So everything is in this page, and this page will be in this website also. You can see that you can um, all the details before joining. You can go through all the details and take a wise decision. Don't take one we need to do some course and all. If you do that, you have to give your heart so that your heart and soul together work and it will yield a better results for your career. That's what the hope on that. So remaining things you can see. So thank you, and we will pin this link as well. Okay. Thank you so much.